All right. Well, good morning to you. It is Tuesday morning. How are you doing? Wake up, get up. It's time to get in motion, get in action. It's Derek Butts with Assist You to Win. I want to spend some time with you this morning. So, of course, I'm on my Assist You to Win page. So, I want to talk to my winners this morning that are out here. So, as you jump on, let me know that you're out here. Say something to me, put a comment in, emoji, just let me know. I have my cell phone up, so I will interact with you this morning as we kind of go through some things. So yesterday, for a quick review, if you remember, we talked about what does it take to earn the stripes? What does it take to earn your stripes? We all start off when we come into whatever it is that is new. We start off as rookies, and so we have to earn our stripes. So we are in a series right now where we're really focusing on how to monetize your message, product, or service. So taking the very thing that you're passionate about and turning that thing into profit. How do you do that? How do you go from being willing to do something for free, maybe starting off doing it for free, but now that you realize that it is valuable and it's a service, you want to turn that in to charging for it because it's a service and people see value. We don't go get gas without paying for the gas. We don't go get groceries without paying for the groceries. Well, there's now some of the things that are in your heart to do, which is your passion, that you can turn that into a service. And it's not a problem. Profit's not a bad word. So this morning, I want to just dive in because we're here inside of our Zoom room here. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I want to show you some of the things that we do from a business or even with individuals that help them up level their life, right? So, as I always tell people, when I think about who I am and think about what do I do, what do I bring to the table, I always say it's two things. Number one, it's the energy that I come into a place with. If your AC went out today, you would do something immediately about the AC going out. You wouldn't wait, you wouldn't plan it, you would do something right now. You can be a thermometer or you can be a thermostat. I choose to not just go around telling what the temperature is. I want to set the temperature. I like to change the temperature. I want to be energy. I want to be the laws of vibration. That's who I want to be. Second thing is, I want to leave with people a new thought, a challenging thought, a strategy is what I say. So, energy and strategy. So, today we're going to look at the strategic side of things. So, I'm not going to be rah, 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 but I'm going to show you some things that if you will start looking at this in your business, it will help you up level and go to the next level. You ready? All right, so here we go. So I'm going to share with you a little document. This is something that we do. So it's a document I put together, and I put this together because I realized even in my world that I had some things that I was doing, and I wasn't always measuring all the things that mattered. And so the 10th principle from the what principles is we must measure what matters. As we measure what matters, we can then come up with a few things. I'll say three for right now. I think about controllables, I think about deliverables, and then ultimately I think about measurables. So three things that I said there: controllables, deliverables, and measurables. So I think about those three things in the realm of what I can control. Okay. What is it that I'm measuring? Because my measurables should turn into my deliverables. My deliverables should be based on my controllables. See, too many times you are setting goals and expectations that are outside of your controllable, the very thing that you can control. I want to control the business. I want to control my output. So I got to control the things that I can do. So I think controllables, I think full control, partial control, no control. I won't go into depth on that. But controllables, measurables, what are the things that we are really measuring? We should measure that. Now, there's two things to measure. You can measure results. The first general manager I had when I came out of education, I was teaching fourth grade in Duncanville at Acton Elementary, and then I moved into going into sales. I wanted to make more money. So as I moved into sales, the first thing the general manager shared with me was, Derek, this is not an efforts contest. This is a results contest. Now, it takes effort in order to get results. Good morning, Star. How are you? It takes effort to get results. But Derek, this is not an efforts contest. I want to say the same thing to you. As you're looking over your business plans and you're looking over your ideas and you're looking at it, you have to get the emotion out of it. Because if I stay emotional about it, I will make emotional decisions. I will not make profitable decisions, and I won't work in the areas of productivity. So too many times people know what they want to do, but they don't know how to shape it. They don't know how to frame it. They don't know how to put it in a way that it now turns into what? It turns into profit. So we're talking about going from your passion to profit. Now, I can't go over everything today, but I do have an online course that I made where this right here will help you. So let's go through this document though a little bit, okay? So, all right, so let's go through it. So every month there's we call the working days in a month. So this little area over here, B4, and for me, where I have 22, there's the working days inside of a month. You don't want to set your plan up where you take what you want to make, divide it by 30, because you don't work every day. Let's be realistic. You don't work every day. The second thing is find out where the amount of time that you have that you are working. I was on a call with a potential new client from Indiana yesterday, and one of the things that I told him was that sometimes I've watched people beat themselves up when they should actually be celebrating themselves. I've asked people beat themselves up. I mean, they just flat out beat themselves up when they actually should have celebrated themselves. If you only have 2 hours to work on your business because you work 10 hours on your normal job, then how can you have the same output as somebody that has 10 hours to work in the business and 2 hours to do something else? Why are you using a grading scale that is skewed, and then you hold yourself to a expectation that's unrealistic? So you got to make sure as you're setting this up, know how much time you can give in, because the amount of time you can give in is going to determine the output that comes out. So working days. The next thing you'll do here is you're going to set up what's the goal that we would want to have. You know, I get the awesome opportunity of coaching people, and everybody's dream is to make it big. I mean, everybody. I just very rarely ever come across somebody that says, oh, my dream is just to do a little. Everybody. So when they think of their dream, they think, here I am in the place that I am today, but my dream says I'm going to be in a different place. But then we forget that there's steps to get up the staircase. I live in a 2-story home. For me to get up to the second flight, to the second floor, I have to walk up a lot of steps. I don't know how many, but I have to walk up a lot of steps in order to get to the second floor. Well, how is it that you're going to go from where you are to this great place of your dream, which I believe is possible, without going through the steps? So the first thing I would say, I never promised the people I can make you millions unless they're already making hundreds of thousands. I promise people we can grow your business. Now, growing your business is based on a lot of factors. So I can't tell you how much we're going to grow, but I do know if we will put systems, strategies, and structures in place, we can systematically grow our business and incrementally continue to rise. And then we'll hit a point where we can exponentially grow it. Does that make sense? All right. If you're still with me, come on, you better talk to me, because if not, I'll make you catch this in the course. Some of you are right now saying, keep going. I got you. I feel you. Well, let me keep going. So let's dive in. So what's the first thing we do? If you got a business and you know that you've been doing it for free, let's not set a humongous goal. Let's set a safe goal first. Now, you said, well, that contradicts the things you say. No, it doesn't. I will never stop at a place that I know is not the end point, but I can set a benchmark so that I can hit it and know that I'm in rhythm to go to the next place. There's a difference. So a safe goal is something small and fairly easy. When I want to hit it, because I believe movement turns into momentum, and momentum causes me to do something massive. It's just what I believe. So I'm going to stick to my beliefs right now, and I'm not going to get into debate with you because I'm talking on Facebook Live. So I don't even hear you. All right. So here we go. So set a goal. You haven't made any money yet. And so now we want to make some money online. Okay. So let's just set a goal, $1,000. All right. So we're going to set a goal of $1,000. That's our goal. Remember, we have 22 working days to get this done. So we're going to divide out what we do and how we do it based on how many working days that we have. So let's assume we work every day in our business at some point of time. So now you have to think, what's the service that you have or the product that you have? So I'm going to take a hairstylist. So let's just say you're a hairstylist and your average cost is $50. Okay. So your average cost is $50. You want to make $1,000. Let's look at this because there's power here. Boom. Look what happens. We know that you have to sell 20 people on this, okay, in order for this to turn into that. Now, here's what I know. I do know that you cannot sell 100% of the people that you advertise to. It's possible, but it's not likely, right? So we know that we're going to have some factor that's greater of the people that we at least have awareness to our product about. So we want to have strong awareness to what it is that we are pushing and selling, promoting, that we're doing in order for us to get here. So 20 people, we got to sell. So let's just use that we're at a 1-to-5 ratio, which says I got to now have 100 opportunities in order for me to close 20. Okay. Some of you are saying, oh man, the light bulb is coming on right now. So if I need 100 opportunities, that means that what I do from a marketing standpoint has to be attractive enough in order for me to have 100 quality contacts with people that are out there in order for me to have the opportunity to close 20 of them. Now, I'm not going to go even deeper into this to think all I have to do is close 1 out of 5. And what am I doing with the other 4? We won't go through that. That's a whole nother class. So a couple of factors here that we can say. If it's easy for us to get to the 50, one of the things that we can say is maybe it's time for us to raise the rate. What is it possible for us to now, instead of charging 50 for our service, what happens if we charge 75 for our service? Notice if our goal didn't change of $1,000, but the amount of people changed, 67, and the amount of closings changed, 13. But what if I could keep the same level? I could close at the same and I could get to the same. Uh-oh, here's where my increase starts to happen. Okay, so we want to back into this. All right, now let me show you this other side. So we built this side, and the reason why we do this is because of what? We measure what? What matters. So if you've been with me this whole time this morning, we measure what matters. So we have this sheet here is because I now want to track where does my business come from? And if you don't know where your business is coming from, how do you know where to put your money? How do you know where to advertise? How do you know what to do and what not to do if we're not measuring what matters? And here is where I hear it. See, somebody could finish my statement, but somebody's not tracking it. And what you don't track, no one can trust. And an investor's not going to just trust your good talk. They're going to want to see data. They're going to want to see that you, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, have a plan of action that's strategic in thought, that drives a consistent behavior that gets us to the place that we desire. If you can't show that, you're not going to attract to a bank just because you said, I can do it. There's too many I can do it out there. So you want to be different. You want to differentiate yourself. You want to set yourself apart. And one of the ways that you do it is you know your business. You have to know the numbers. That's why I titled today, Tackle the Truth, right? So as we tackle the truth, here's what happens. You must slow down from the exciting things and get into, I call, the non-sexy areas of your business and start to watch those things, because where you can see leaks and holes, it's money going out of those places. Okay. So you need to know not just how much you're going to make, but how did I get to that amount? How did I get home? Where did the business come from? Where did I miss business at? Is there repeat business occurring? Is there loyalty within? Do I have a referral base? See, all of these questions are growth-based questions that, as there's what? Systems, strategy, and structure to systems. What is the system I'm going to use? Strategy, mindset around it, and structure so that I can maintain it over the long haul. Then I can look at it with a different lens and say, is this scalable? Or is this something that just I can do? I'm going to show you one more thing. And the reason why I'm going to show you this one thing is because I thought I had a great system, and I had a pretty good system. But my pretty good system was because I have a pretty good memory, and I knew where to take people, and I had this thing I could do here, but it wasn't all tied together like I know it needed to be. So I did some more research, and I studied some more. I've been on this for about 6 months and studying. That's the other thing. When you're tackling something major and you're building something major, the foundation has to be sturdy. You can't lay a solid foundation in a day. So you heard me. I said, I've been studying this for 6 months. I mean, researching it, playing around with it, going through it, making some errors, learning some things, going back. I had some great teachers along the way, right? I had some real good mentors that I invested in them, right? Everything you get doesn't come free. You just need to know that. You can't walk up to the college and say, I want to start a business. Can you put me in the business school? And I just need you guys to just give to me. Just come on, just put me in that business school. Let me sit in that back row, and I'm telling you, it's going to work, and I'm going to give back to you later. They're not going to do that. Well, it's the same concept as you are investing in your information and your knowledge. You got to make the investment. Now, some classes are higher than or lower. Sometimes somebody's willing to do something, but you got to come to the table thinking, I believe in my dream enough to sacrifice. I hate using that word, but to invest, right? To invest. The reason why I don't like sacrifice is because that is when I'm doing something and I feel like, I don't want to really be doing this. I invest because anytime I invest, I'm thinking about the future of a return. All right, so I'm going to show you one thing. So I slowed down to speed up. That's really the nature of it. I slowed down to speed up. And as I was slowing down to speed up, I ran across something. This is ClickFunnels. Anybody that wants to know, I'm a content giver, right? I ran across this though, here and here. And in the course of it, it's these lists that you can build, right? It's these lists. But the power comes right here. So I've been teaching this, and I preach this, and I talk about this. Now, let me say this. I don't work for ClickFunnels. I don't get anything from ClickFunnels. And there's way more ways to do this than ClickFunnels. So let me say that. There's plenty of programs out there. Infusionsoft, ClickFunnels, Teachable. I mean, they're just like, they're out there. They're out there. So I get that. There's plenty of things that are out there. I hate that. I don't know if if my video cut off. I had somebody call and I don't know if the video cut off. If it did, hey, I'm sorry. But so let me keep going. Let me keep going. So this right here is these lists that you can build, okay? And this here turns into, like I call, the secret sauce for me right now. And it's because this now brings everything into one roof, and it allows me to be systematic in my thoughts and in my process, so that anything that somebody's tapping into, then guess what? I have a way for them to what? Understand the information in a systematic way. That's what these are. So all these are lists that are being built with action steps within the list. Why is that important? It's important because when you can automate the simple things, I can focus on the major things. You're getting ready to see in the fourth quarter, I'm going to end up having so many things come out from a resource standpoint for you, because I have such great focus, and I'm going to be able to train more. I'm going to be able to run more groups, because my time's not going to be in, my honest term, I call it is hustling. I don't want to do that where I got to click this button, hold this link, fire this over to you. There's certain things that should be set up, and they should just be automatic, and they should just flow. Okay. So, and then the good news is because of who I am, I always am a giver. I'm a giver by nature. That's just who I am. So because of that, I'm going to, with my clients, I'm starting there first. I owe it to them to start with my clients, help them, because I can build these for them as well. And I'm going to include that in my coaching packages. Why am I including that in my coaching packages? Because it is always my desire to see greater speed happen for them than it happened for me. Why should they go through certain places of the struggle? You're going to go through struggle. That's just human nature. But why should I just sit back and let them go through struggle when I went through struggle? So because I went through struggle, I now know, let them go through another struggle, but not that struggle. I'm not going to sit back and watch. I mean, you're not keeping your clients. No, my job is to add value. My job is to help speed your process up. My job is to allow the coaching that we do to cause you to benefit from your mind, my mind, and the new thoughts we think together. Isn't that power? I think we ought to, man, just because I'm recording this, I think we ought to say that again, right? That's the power of coaching. It's where, and I'm going to do it this way, because see, we're equals in this. Your mind, my mind, but what happens is, so this is you, this is me, and this is new. So you have thoughts right now about your business, and some of the stuff you need from your coach is just the ability to be a sounding board and then an accountability. Did we get that done? I have thoughts about your business when I see it. My job is to help bring it to light. Your job is to buy in. Our job is to agree, and we hold accountability. But what's going to happen is, as we're talking, there's going to be this new thought about your business that we come up with together that catapults you into new places. Wow. I hope you get that. Matter of fact, I like that one so much that I'm going to take a picture of that myself, because there's sometimes I'm talking and I'm talking to myself, but I'm taking a picture of that. All right. So there you have it this morning. I spent a little bit more time than I normally spend, but I wanted to do so because I wanted you to just know that there are some strategic things that we could do and that we are doing, right? So the clients I have, this is what we do. This is what we do. It is not just, I don't know what you think coaching is and what you feel that happens in it, but this is not just a good chop, 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 let's go. No, it is, man, let's analyze. Let's look. Let's strategically plan. Let's look at the calendar. Let's stretch ourselves in our thinking. Let's grow. Let's go to the next level. That's what coaching is. Coaching is going to the next level, and it is intentional information and intentional implementation. Intentional. It's intentional. We have intentional time that we talk, and then we intentionally do what we do. Okay. So there you have it. Derek Butts, Assist You to Win. I'm going to put the link into the course, How to Monetize Your Message, Product, and Service. I'll throw that back into the link and again, it's a free course. You might as well jump on and get that information, get that mindset running in that right vein, in that right direction. And then for you that are ready to step out from where you are and you're ready to step closer into the campus, then come on, let's go. I'm here for you. We have different levels for you. You can start where you are. You know, I always just say, you know, Coach Lisa says this, and I've adopted this. She says it to me. I say it now, is that our job is to stretch you without stressing you, but it is to stretch you. So if you're not being stretched, challenged, then you are not playing at full capacity and you're not running on all cylinders. And that's unfair to you. So our job is to stretch you. So yes, both in our investments as well as in our operation, our job is to stretch you. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So there's seats still on the campus. There's places still for you. Now they're moving and they're going quick. And you guys know I got Wednesday coming up. So there's going to be a host of people there, you know, and only a limited amount of spots, right? I always tell people I speak to larger groups. I coach select individuals. And y'all see my hashtags, hashtag I'm winning and hashtag I coach winners. That's the people that I coach. I'll speak to everybody, but I coach winners. So that's just what it is. All right. Go have a great day. Tackle the truth today. Go find an area inside your business that you can look at, analyze, and go tell yourself the truth and do something about it. All right. Because I always tell you, it doesn't matter your age or stage, race or place. Whatever you do today, why don't you go win? Have a great day.